My name is Dustin Vick, Mr. Vick at Walnut Hills Elementary. I teach technology, and my plus time this year is computer engineering. We are working with MaKey MaKeys and our computers, and we are having kids work independently or collaboratively to create a project thinking outside of just using the computer. A MaKey MaKey is an Arduino board where it allows any user to plug something in to make the computer act as if it was a part of the computer itself. So, for example, you could plug in some alligator clips into a banana, and now that banana could either be a key, like the S key on your keyboard, or it could play the piano, or your up arrow to play a game. Mr. Pierce from our district came to me and approached me and said, "I would love to teach you about this." And so last year he exposed me to it at our Scratch Day, and I thought this would be a great plus time here at Walnut Hills to put a part of our curriculum that we could use not only in technology, but could be used in the classrooms as well.
I joined MaKey MaKey for my plus time because my dad's an engineer, so I saw computer engineering, so that caught my attention.
Because I thought it was really interesting that we were going to be the first ones in our school to use them, and so I thought it would be a good way to kind of get to know them, and then when our class starts getting to use them, I would be able to help other people.
And the reason why I chose MaKey MaKey is because I love technology, and especially the games part.
I had seen the MaKey MaKey video in class, and I'm like, wow.
Computer engineering, and I was like, whoa, I want to do that.
Because we like working with computers and electronics.
And also it's kind of just going to be fun to do it because my dad does it at his work, and I thought it would be kind of fun if we could both do it.
What I liked best about creating MaKey MaKey is that we get to kind of pick. It wasn't like, you got to do this. And Mr. Vick would just assign something. He let us pick what we got to do with it. And I just like that. And typing and playing games, it's just really fun.
I would say the games that are challenging and also fun, and what's cool about the MaKey MaKeys is that you could plug it in something, and you could, if you tap it, your avatar or guy in your game would actually move.
When you're making a controller with a MaKey MaKey, you're not just playing with the controller. You get to customize your own controller to make it fit just you.
What I like best about creating MaKey MaKeys is that there's endless possibilities.
Getting to try and figure it out is kind of like a puzzle.
Basically, with a MaKey MaKey, you can do almost anything you want with it on your computer.
One of the hardest parts was trying to get it to all work.
Because we have to make it so it'll hide the MaKey MaKey and all the wires inside, like you would have on a normal wireless controller.
Figuring out how to do it.
Figuring out how to use the MaKey MaKey.
We had to explore and figure it out ourselves. We eventually figured out how to do it by exploring and being adventurous.
We're now able to do what we planned to do in the beginning.
I like a challenge.
It has helped me with challenges because using a MaKey MaKey, it's not rocket science, but it's also not put this piece on that piece. So you need to figure out, that goes there, and then you have to hook it up, and it kind of helps with figuring out problems.
We learned how to do things in different ways. It's kind of taught us how to be a little bit more creative and think outside the box. You have to figure out what you're going to use, and you have to problem solve.
From this, I never thought that, oh my gosh, we can make a MaKey MaKey and this would happen. So it's kind of telling us that nothing's impossible and you can always keep trying.
And sort of about the nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. It's actually really awesome working with my dad because he has access to electronic stuff that I never knew even existed.
I think it's valuable because it's all about, anything with computers is all about problem solving. It's all about teaching an inanimate object really to do things, and to do that you have to understand how to test and solve problems. And when you have a group of people, regardless of the age, working together to try and fix something, and they have tools like a MaKey MaKey or a computer at their disposal, they see how to solve that problem from a lot of different perspectives. And just the size of the pieces of tinfoil that people use and how they place those, the kids can understand how things conduct better, or how things are more ergonomic or easier to hold in your hand. So I think it helps educate everyone in the group, everyone that's participating. They get to see what it's like to solve different problems.
This is something that anybody can do. MaKey MaKeys are really just plugging in and trying it out, and then going from there and starting your thinking process. It's part of all of our standards. It can be introduced into any specials, so the limitations are no longer there. The skills that the students are learning in here are, I think, invaluable. There's opportunities for learning engineering, math, science. They're learning collaboration. They're getting their hands on. It's using multiple intelligences throughout the whole experiment here in our plus time.